morning, guys. It is Deborah with Pinching Pesos here, and it is 8 o'clock in the morning on a Monday morning. And you can see my eyes are really tired because I couldn't sleep very well last night. I went to bed early because I knew I had to do this today. And so, I was planning sleep at 8 o'clock. I was like, and I would look at the clock, it was 9:30, and I was like, it's 9:30, I need to start going to bed. And then I looked at the clock, it was 10:40, and I was like, okay, it's 10:40, I need to go to bed. So I got in bed and I went to sleep. Then I woke up at 11:30, and then I woke up at 12:30, and then I went and got on the couch, and then I was having some kind of weird, I don't know if it was a minor panic attack or what was happening, but I had this tightness in my chest, and I was getting all paranoid about my breathing, and it was really weird. But I finally went back to sleep, and then at 5:30 I got up and went back in my bed. So I'm super duper tired. And so this morning when it was time to get up for eBays and bacon, I had about 45 different excuses going on in my head about why I couldn't get up, and how I was going to relay it to you that I didn't make it today. But I got up out of bed and I was like, okay, I have to be very drastic about this. So I went and took a shower because if I would even remotely sat down somewhere or laid down somewhere, I wouldn't be here right now. So I went and I took a shower and got dressed. So I got my shoes on and I went and made my coffee, and I'm ready for the day. But I'm still very tired. But if it's anything like Friday, I will still make it through my day because I was very tired on Friday too. So that brings up my topic of what motivates you, and how do you do during crunch time? What do you do whenever there's something that's really important coming up? What motivates you to get going, whether it's something very important coming up or just normal day. So let me check the chat real quick. Hey everybody. Okay, we got Brian and Kelly and Adam and Matt and Joni, BK Carter, and Talk Thrifty to me. So good morning, guys. I know some of you didn't think I was going to make it, and honestly, I didn't think I was going to make it either. But it did teach me something, and I'm going to go over that in just a little bit. It's only 8:04, so I wanted to let some people kind of truck in the morning. If they're going to make the effort on a Monday morning to come to an 8 a.m. show, I would like to wait on them a few minutes. So I'm just going to talk about my weekend. This weekend was awesome. I didn't do anything. And when I say I didn't do anything, I mean I did not do anything. Saturday, I decided I needed to get a housekeeper. And that's one of my topics for today too, is about being self-aware and knowing what your weaknesses are. So I hired a housekeeper to come on Saturday to clean up, and they were here for 5 hours, just picking up stuff and cleaning and organizing, and they did it amazing. So I'm very excited about that because then my house was clean and I didn't have to feel guilty about relaxing, because I have a problem with guilt, and that whenever it's time for me to relax, where I'm I need to take some time off, or I need to go just watch some TV or get out of this office and go do something, I don't let myself relax because I'm always thinking about, oh, I need to clean the house. Even if I'm not doing it, even if I don't do it, I'm constantly thinking about it. Oh, I need to clean the house. I need to clean the house. So this weekend, I didn't have to think about that because the house was clean. So I actually didn't do anything all weekend, and I did it guilt-free, which is the best kind of relaxation, the guilt-free kind. So Matt says not being poor motivates me, and that's true. A lot of people are money motivated, but I can guarantee you that a lot of people aren't, because if they were, then there would be a lot more people signing up for jobs at like fast food places or something, because the money would motivate them more than not working. But yeah, there's a lot of people that money doesn't motivate them. Money doesn't motivate me, unfortunately, and I wish it did motivate me more, because if it did, I'd probably do a lot more RA and a lot less eBay. But I'm not money motivated, so kind of sucks. I wish I was in certain ways. All right, let's go ahead and get onto the topic because it's 8:07. And so I wanted to talk about, like I said, what motivates you. And the reason why I brought this up is because I haven't figured out what motivates me. I only know what doesn't work. And I think it has a lot to do with I was in like survival mode for about 10 years. I went out on my own when I was 16. And so for about 10 years, I was in like survival mode where I was scraped along for everything that I had, right? So, you know, it was one of those go get cash back out of the, like, at Walgreens, get $2 cash back because that's all you have, like, on your debit card, you know, like you don't have 20 bucks. I remember specifically like not having money to ride the bus, and it was 50 cents to ride the bus. So I was very, very without money. And so I spent like 10 years just in like survivor mode of just doing everything that, you know, you kind of have to do just to survive and eat and, you know, pay your bills and try not to, you know. So whenever things got easier for me and I met my husband and I became a stay-at-home mom, and then I started working like a little part-time job, and then I started doing eBay and those kind of things, I stopped like fighting really hard. And so then I haven't figured out what motivates me anymore, because in all honesty, I don't really need any more than I have, which is what I've convinced myself, but it's probably not true. And so trying to figure out what works best for me and what gets me going every day, right? So I've always had all of these excuses about how I can't wake up early. I'm not a morning person. I'm not a morning person. Never have been. So I'm trying to like, oh, well, I'm not a morning person, so I can't wake up early, or I can't do this. I have all of these excuses for all of the things that I should be doing that I have an excuse for now. So it's like this morning when I didn't want to get up, I had about 10 different excuses as to why I couldn't get up today. And one was that I was very tired. My back was killing me. I felt like I was about to die. I'd like hurt to put on my shoes. But mostly it was about me going back to bed. The reason why I got up is because I couldn't flake on you guys and look like a total moron. Like, that was the reason why I'm here, is because if I flaked out this morning, was like, yeah, I'd totally be motivated, and then was like, yeah, I totally quit on day 3, I would look like a total ass. So in effort to not look like an ass, I am here, which proves to me that when I stop making excuses for stuff, I can be very in the moment and very here. So anyway, I'm still not awake yet though, you guys. So that's another topic that I wanted to talk about, which was, what do you do when all of your barriers you thought you had really don't exist? So there's all of these barriers that people say they have, right? Like, I don't have time. I've got kids and I don't have time, and I don't have time in general because I have kids, but my daughter's pretty awesome, so I don't really worry about that, you know, like, oh, my kid is always up my butt, so I can't do things because she's totally kicks ass. That's all I can say. So I don't really worry about that. So the only barrier that I could come up with was actually me. I was my only barrier. I am the one that makes all of the excuses. I am the one that doesn't put the work in. I am the one that scrolls the Facebook instead of doing the work. So somebody commented last week about, okay, on one of the eBays and Bacons, and they used the best word I've ever heard. You ready for it? It was called face waste. And that's exactly what I'm going to start calling Facebook, because it is face waste. Because I swear, I think I spend 5 or 6 hours of my day doing nothing but looking at other people's Facebook's crap, and memes and things that don't even really matter, like fail videos. And I could be my own fail video at this point because of how I've been handling my business and my life. So what I decided to do is work on changing my mindset. And that's something that I have been working on a lot lately, as you can see with eBays and Bacon, is working on my mindset. I read a book called You're a Badass, and it's been very motivational to me about trying to manifest your best life. And so that's what I'm working on. I'm trying to work on changing my mind frame, changing what I do with my days, because you can't, as I say, you can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. So I'm trying to do things differently, because obviously it hasn't been working for me. It hasn't been working to spend all day on Facebook. It hasn't been working to not work my business, because what I needed to do was sit down. And since I say all the time that I'm not money motivated, I really am, though, because there are things that I really love, and there are people that I really love, and I would like those two things to be together. Like, I would love for the people that I love to be able to go to places that we would love to go, or take a vacation, or have the house of our dreams, or, you know, just be debt free and not really worry. So I need to look at things in that aspect of not in the moment, but in the immediate future. So that's what I'm going to try to focus on is, okay, this is the purpose of my money that I make. Since the money that I make on eBay, and there's a lot of people, and this is what we were talking about on the show, about when is your hobby a business? And I think there's a lot of people that never turn their hobby into a business. And honestly, I really think it's only that way because they don't want to do the accounting, which is kind of a head in your sand approach to doing things, because Uncle Sam decides whenever your hobby's a business. And if, you know, you don't want to do the accounting, I don't want to do the accounting, but I do it. If you don't want to do the accounting, you know, it's just avoiding it. And that's not something that I want to do. I have made a pledge that I'm going to work on my accounting every week, making sure that my receipts are scanned and that my stuff is itemized. I think 20 minutes a week is enough for that. That's an hour, over an hour a month. So I'm going to see about keeping that organized. But all right. I hired Patrick as my housekeeper. He had mentioned it before, but I thought he was joking. Because he's very like an ew kind of person. Like, ew, it's a spider. Ew, it's a this. Ew, it's a... But apparently he's, as I know, very good at organizing. And so apparently he's also very good at cleaning. So Saturday he cleaned my entire house, and it was awesome. Can you bring the dogs in? Thank you. Dogs are barking outside. So I'm in crunch time right now because my twins are coming on June the 21st, so next Tuesday. I don't think we'll have a show that day. We might. I don't think they get here till after 4. Yeah, I think they get here after 4, so we might have a show that day. And I think that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about today, was being self-aware and knowing where your weaknesses are and then compensating for your weaknesses. So if you know where you lack and where you have issues, then find something to compensate for that. So if you're not good at certain things, just take it bit by bit, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to take it bit by bit. And I'm pretty sure this video is going to get a lot of thumbs downs because I'm having a really hard time getting my thought process together this morning because it's still 8:18. I haven't really woke up yet. But taking it bit by bit and just trying to be more self-aware, which is what I'm trying to do, which is what I was trying to get you guys to make your goals for the week. And you can still do that over on the Pinching Pesos page. You can start over this Monday and say, I'm starting over Monday. I didn't make it last week or whatever. I did hit all my goals on Thursday and Friday, which is what all I was trying to do. And so far this morning, I did hit 2 goals already. And I'm dressed, down to my shoes, ready for the day. And I woke up at 7:15. So it is good in my head. I'm going to try today to limit the amount of time I spend on Facebook. So I'm going to go ahead and implement the strictly working workflow this morning where it blocks my Facebook for 50 minutes and then it opens it up for 10. The only problem with that is whenever it opens it up for 10, you have to actually manually click the button to turn it off again. And so sometimes I don't turn it off again. I might put some other kind of blocker on there and just see. But anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about today. You guys make sure to go ahead and post your goals for this week over on the Pinching Pesos page. Make them small, small, small goals. I don't want to see I'm posting 20 items a day goals. It's wonderful if you can make it. It sucks if you can't. Post small goals. Just something that you can start today and finish on Friday. Something that you started and you completed. And you can continue working on it past Friday, but just start something small. That's the goal. So anyway, I will see you guys later. It's already 8:20. I'm going to go pick up Patrick at 9:45 or 9:30 or something like that and try to get myself going for the day because I have things, lots and lots of things to list. And it's crunch time and it all needs to be listed. Asking in the chat, is the Pinching Pesos a closed group? It's not a group. It's just a Facebook page. So it's not a group at all. I have groups already, so I didn't see the point in having another group. So it's just a page. But other than that, I will Adam said, I cooked a meal at home today. That is so awesome. That was his goal. That's so awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close this out. I will go post the Hangout link over in the chat and over on the different Facebook pages, and I will see you guys right here tomorrow at 8 a.m., and I will let you know what my excuses are tomorrow as to why I didn't want to get up. All right, guys. I will see y'all later. Sorry for it being this horrible ramble this morning. It was probably pretty terrible. But anyway, I don't care. I don't care. It just is what it is. Bye, guys. Have a good day.